Welcome to this new episode of Out of the World, and this is gonna be a special one. I know that I say that a lot, but this time we traveled from Mexico to Ecuador and visit the Galapagos Islands. It's a paradise full of animals that I've wanted to visit since I was a kid. And there's already a baby sea lion over here. This is gonna be so incredible. When we arrive on the airport, we are welcomed by this bright yellow land iguana. And from the island of Baltra, we cross to Santa Cruz, the most central and the most populated island of the Galapagos. On the island of Santa Cruz, we are staying at Hostal Vista Al Mar, in the middle of Puerto Ayora, so you have everything around. In this hotspot for meeting other travelers, we stay for only 40 bucks a night in a triple room. It's our first day on the Galapagos and we're in Puerto Ayora, the capital, on Santa Cruz. And what better way to start than going to the Charles Darwin Research Center, the famous guy who practically discovered these islands and based his evolution theory on the animals over here. And I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a sea lion over there. And there are some iguanas over here. It's an animal paradise. This black one is the cousin of the yellow one, the marine iguana. On the way we passed the local fish market, which is a sight on its own because there's already some hungry customers waiting. There's a sea lion over here, some pelicans over there, waiting to throw them a fish. The working conditions seem a bit stressful to me, but that's all part of the Galapagos. Hey, Charles Darwin! You can go to the Charles Darwin Research Center for free, but if you want to see something real good, you have to go to Ruta de la Tortuga. And you pay like 10 bucks to get a guide and a tour walking around the baby turtles, the big giant turtles, and see everything. So let's do it. What a special place this is. We're making a walk of about 1.5 hours and we learn everything about all the animals on the Galapagos, but especially about the turtles. And what's so amazing about them is we see the babies and the bigger ones with the tall necks. So these cactuses are the biggest in the world because the turtles get so big and almost can reach these leaves. So the cactuses keep growing, can get up to 12 meters high. Crazy stuff. But if I'm gonna lose you, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I'm like, oh shit, I've been. First we pass the baby tortoises, and gradually we see the growth they are going through. I'm not gonna lose it. I'm not gonna lose this. I'm up all day, all night, me playing our last fight. We experience a beautiful phenomenon with the larger tortoises. The males are trying to decide who is in charge of the group, but they don't do this by fighting. They see who is the tallest by sticking their necks out, and the loser backs off. Another fun fact, Steven Spielberg was here in the 70s and based his character E.T. on these. And now that I said that, you probably see what I mean, right? Phone home. Then we pay a visit to Lonely George. In 2012 he was the last of a different species to die, which made the Pinda turtles an exterminated species. And something like this should of course never happen again. I bet Charles will turn over in his grave.
From the museum we make a nice walk along the beaches. Back to town. Just outside of our hostel is Backpacker Paradise, and there's also some cheap restaurants. You can eat here if you ask for a menu del dia for about $5 and you have 2 courses. So let's be a backpacker and do that. One more visit to our favorite ice cream shop and then on to a new day of adventure. It's getting hot and it's a beautiful new day here on the Galapagos. We're still on Santa Cruz and we're taking a hike towards Tortuga Bay. It's about 3 miles from the center of Puerto Ayora. And we're gonna see some beautiful animals again on a beautiful white beach and blue water. Let's go. Show off. When you get towards Tortuga Bay, you will see there's 2 beaches, and one is called Playa Brava, which is the wild sea where you cannot swim. And the other one, a little bit further, is Playa Mansa, with a calmer sea where you can swim, do some snorkeling, and check out the animals. And not just your average snorkeling, because this you got to see. Every now and then these marine iguanas dive into the water and we're here to join them. I also spot sea turtles and a whole bunch of pelicans. Today we woke up early and we walked towards the central pier in Puerto Ayora to make a nice trip. We're gonna take the water taxi to Las Grietas. It's a cove, a rock formation with the sea in the middle where you can take a swim and do a little bit of snorkeling. After a boat trip that must have been the shortest one in my entire life, about 1 minute for only $1, we reached the other side and it's about a half an hour walk through this beautiful piece of nature to Las Grietas. It's quite special to take a look underwater in this lava tunnel. Feels a bit like floating through space.
Wow, what a great day, guys! And you have to tell me, where in the world can you sit down on a bench with a friend like this?
Time is really flying by here on Santa Cruz and we're already about to leave the island with a ferry. This will cost us about 30 bucks. But I got a big tip for you because you need some cash over there. We're going to Isabela and it's a somewhat more uninhabited island. It has a village but no cash machine, so be sure to take that. While we're waiting for the boat, we're getting some live entertainment again on the pier. You can even spot these black-tip reef sharks from the shore. So that's it for this episode, but there's much more to come and a lot of new animals to meet. So keep following our world trip live and subscribe to Wout of the World. See ya!